Hi guys, this is Rich. I'm learning how to use my camera on my laptop, and I just found out that I can change my picture to an avatar of a bulldog, one of my favorite breeds. This whole web chat that I'm doing today is to update you on my trip to Wildwood with my boy, and then the family joined, and what happened down there. And then I'm going to talk about a very special subject that's very close to my heart. So, the trip to Wildwood got cut a day short, unfortunately, due to weather conditions and everything like that. But in the time that we did have, our pool was heated, our pillows in our motel were down comforting, so it was very nice to be able to hang out. Had a big dinner planned, but we didn't go because there was a gas grill at the motel, so we just went to the local grocery, got some burgers, some hot dogs, some chicken breasts, some vegetables, grilled them on there. Got a couple bottles of wine, sat at the hotel. Made some friends with some bikers that were down there. It was Biker Week, so we had a good time. Did the boardwalk. Like I said, I haven't been there since middle school, so still the same rides, same different things. As you may recall from a past posting that I made, my boyfriend Justin gets scared and he pees himself. So, Halloween being right around the corner, I already told him prior to our relationship that during Halloween time I want to do all the haunted things that we can do in different towns, in different states, anywhere we can go to because I love them. And so they have a haunted pirate ship on the end of Maurice Pier. It's the old chip and putt miniature golf course that they've closed and refurbed into a 5-story haunted pirate ship. Now, with that said, the signs going into it says that the actors may touch you, but you cannot touch them. Well, on the second level, one of the zombie characters came out and put his hand on Justin's shoulder, and Justin turned around thinking it was me, and found out it wasn't, and peed himself. Now, I'm not tattling about any big story because he knows that, everybody knows that he pees himself. So, he had to leave on the second story, went back to the hotel. I went through the rest of the thing. I thought it was for Wildwood being, cheesy, touristy, and whatever. It was actually a really good haunt. I recommend it next year for anybody who goes down there. He met me back at the pirate ship, and we sat outside for a good hour eating funnel cake, enjoying our soda, and watching people coming out knowing that their lives were totally done. Cute little twin-year-old blonde boys came out in khaki shorts. They couldn't have been more than like 7 years old, just wet marks all in front of them. The one little girl came out. She had run to the trash can. She threw up. People were coming out crying, screaming bloody murder. It was a great time. Other than that, the other rides were, typical road, the bumper cars, which Justin loved, and everything like that. Okay, so with that said, back to really why I'm talking as a bulldog. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change it to something a little cuter. There we go. Okay. This fits more of my hairstyle, bald and whatever. Over the past several years, I have been volunteering in Philadelphia at Paul's Animal Shelter. It's a no-kill shelter located at 2nd and Arch. I don't actually volunteer inside the shelter. That gets a little bit too heart-wrenching for me to see all these animals in doggy jail. What I do is I would take a dog out and go stand at PetSmart in South Philly and for about 4 or 5 hours and try to get them adopted. Or I would go to street festivals or fairs, or the Philadelphia Roller Derby girls. They used to host us. We would take the dogs down there and do events. And I would also take them just for walks to get them, out of jail for a little bit. I like to walk them down to the big grassy area by Independence Mall. Just to get into the grass and roll around and play with them and see how they're going to be. Because the majority, I would say 97% of the dogs in the shelter are pit bull or pit bull mixes. Now, there is a big misconception about pit bulls. Pit bulls were used back in the 1800s for what they called bull, what's the name of it? Bull something, where it was a version of dog fighting. But that became actually outlawed very quickly. The Queen took the pit bulls in because they were really good with the horses, and they would help rally up the horses. So pit bulls by nature are going to be drawn towards larger things, like horses. So the problem I would have walking them down to the Liberty Bell is the horse and buggies are down there. And whenever a pit bull sees the horse and buggy, he wants to go play with the horse. So it turns out to be like a tug-of-war kind of shindig that you have to do. And you're like, no, you can't, no, you can't. Pit bulls by nature are not mean. They have a bad rap because the people who own them. It's all about breeding. It's totally about breeding. And it upsets me when I hear stories about pit bulls being put down because, they were being aggressive or whatever. I think it's the owners that need to be put down, and that's just my personal feeling. I have never run into a mean pit bull. They are by nature loving, caring. They will love children, love being around children, love when children crawl and play on them. It's a great family dog. They're very, very intelligent. They learn quickly. They will protect you. They become possessive of their owner, and they're not going to let anybody mess with you. But it's all about the way that they're brought up. I'm in a habit, since I live in the city, have lived in the city, and no matter where I'm at, when I see ripped cardboard pieces of paper tacked to a light pole that says pit bull puppies for sale, I rip them down. Because that's obviously somebody who's breeding a pit bull, not knowing what they're doing, trying to make money. And I'm sorry, that's not good. That's not healthy. You should only do breeding if you are AKC registered, you know what you're doing, and you're doing it to just progress the breed and not to make a dollar off of it. It's just a very sickening thing. Dogs have become my world. I can't imagine not having dogs in my world. I can go without people in my life. I can't go without dogs. I'm passionate about them. I actually went and got my certification in dog obedience, which should just be called people obedience training, because it's all about teaching you, the owner, how to handle your dog. Every single breed in the world, whether they're labeled as aggressive or not, they're intelligent beings. They do have feelings. They cry. They smile. Look at a pit bull just naturally when he has his mouth open. He's smiling at you. He's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Got a bone? Got some meat for you? Got some bacon? Bacon. I love that commercial. I get it myself, but I don't have thumbs. Anyway, it's about teaching the owner what to do to get your dog to do what you want. And it's kind of hard because I have to tell the owners, you're doing this wrong. And people don't want to hear that. They think they're perfect in every way. And they're just not. So it's something that's just near and dear to my heart. One of my dream jobs back in the day was I wanted to train dogs for the disabled. Whether it be a seeing eye dog, a dog that helps the handicapped, or anything like that. I have a very close personal friend that I went to high school with, that's a friend of mine now, who needs a handicapped dog. And unfortunately, he's gone through several, only because they get older and they need to retire. But it helps him get through life day by day. And I think that's just an amazing thing. I've actually seen TV shows where people don't have dogs as help dogs. They have, like, I think the one man I saw has a mini horse, or any sort of animal that can assist, people that can't get around. I think it's just a wonderful thing, and every time I see it, I cry. It's an emotional thing for me. So, I guess I'm a big Bob Barker fan. Have your pets spayed and neutered. The amount of animals that are at the animal shelter is unfathomable. Right now, the shelters in South Jersey are so crowded that if you take an animal there, they're going to immediately be put down and put to sleep. So only get an animal if you can take care of it financially. And that doesn't mean just giving it food and water. That means giving it love, giving it emotional, evaluation. You need to take it to the vet. I don't care if it's just an inside cat. An inside cat can still get sick. It needs its yearly shots. It needs its vaccinations. Especially cats. Cats are very vulnerable. You can walk outside and get something on your shoe and come back in and the cat's going to get it. And you're going to be like, well, it's just an inside cat. How could it get that? It can. You know, just think twice before you get an animal. They're a big responsibility. Yeah, they're a little easier to take care of than children because you can leave it home alone. But I'm just saying. Other than that, I guess that's all I really have to say today. Um, I'm going to try to start doing these vlogs, like I said, maybe once a week as things pop up, maybe a couple more times a week if more information comes up. Oh, by the way, I've been tweeting all day long today with Mr. Blake Shelton and Mr. Adam Levine. Now in my sick personal twisted head, we're besties, we're best friends, whatever. But whatever, Blake Shelton wants me to come out to LA and clean his tour bus and do a shot of Jameson whiskey with him. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be there. Other than that, oh, and congratulations to Jeremy Jordan of Broadway Newsies. He just got married today. I found that out thanks to Twitter. What else happened lately? Let's see. Other than that, that's all. If you guys see these vlogs that I'm doing and you want me to talk about something, please just message me either on Facebook or on YouTube, and I will gladly come up with some vlogs to talk about. Okay? Other than that, peace out. Let me just switch over to regular look real quick. There I am. I kind of like doing that dog thing. Oh, I got something on my cheek. Sorry, I was eating tomato. And peace out, guys. Chat you later. Bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, I think I'm buying a video camera next month, so I can be on the road doing vlogging wherever I'm going, New York, wherever, Wildwood, Atlantic City, the bathroom, the shower. Just kidding, I wouldn't put you guys through that. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.